What if I told you there was a coin that did a 500x in a single bull run? So this is exactly what XRP did back in 2018. So in the last year, XRP has been all over the kind of crypto news space for one reason, and that is the SEC lawsuit against it. So before I start talking about why I think XRP could still be a fantastic investment opportunity, let's take a look at the fundamentals and the project behind it. So let's jump straight into what is XRP. So first of all, some very important information that everybody should know is that XRP and Ripple are two different things. So people often use the terms together, so they'll say kind of Ripple XRP, XRP Ripple, but this is not correct. So Ripple Labs is the company that powers XRP, which is the token. So XRP is a digital currency that's used to facilitate payments on the Ripple network. It is designed to be a fast and secure way of transferring money across borders, with transactions completing in just a few seconds. So XRP is also designed to be scalable, which allows it to handle high volumes of transactions. So something that does make XRP a little bit different is that it's not based on traditional blockchain technology like most other cryptocurrencies are. Instead, it uses the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm, or the RPCA technology, and this allows faster transaction times and lower transaction fees. Now, it works by using a network of validators. So the validators confirm transactions on the network. They are responsible for ensuring that all transactions are valid and that they are following all of the rules of the network. Once a transaction is confirmed, it's added onto the XRP ledger. Now, this is a public database of all XRP transactions to make the transaction on the Ripple network. So XRP is important for several different reasons, and the first of these I would say is that it does allow for fast and secure cross-border payments. So traditional methods of transferring money across borders or to foreign bank accounts, for example, they can be very slow and they can be very expensive. And I think some of them, depending on who you bank with, it can take up to sometimes like 7 working days. I have a Royal Bank of Scotland account, just a standard one. And if I wanted to send money to an account based in Lithuania, for example, it takes 3 working days. That's their bog standard time. If I wanted it to be any faster than that, there's a £15 charge for this. So whilst £15 it isn't a huge amount of money, say if you're only sending £50 to this account, to this foreign account, that's quite a chunk. So if you were transferring thousands, obviously it's a little bit different, but say if you were just sending your grandparents some money for their birthday or something like that, and you were transferring £100, to have to be £15 on top of that 100 adds up to be quite a lot, especially if it's something that you're having to do quite regularly. So that's obviously one of the major downsides of traditional banking. Now, XRP's main objective is to try and overhaul this type of transaction completely by making it faster and cheaper. So the XRP ledger uses advanced encryption algorithms. So this is to ensure that transactions are secure and that they cannot be tampered with. So it means that they are that bit more resistant to hacking and fraud, which makes it more trusted and reliable. So if we take a look into the current stats of XRP. So it is currently ranked in at number 6 on the coin market cap charts. It's currently at around about pretty much 58 cents at the time of recording, and it has a market cap of 31 billion. Now, this is something that I actually just looked into recently. So obviously I knew about kind of circulating supply and the market supply, but I decided to look into a bit more to understand it a little bit better. So it currently has a market cap of 31 billion. The total supply is 99,988,013,070. I think I got that right. Let me know if I got that right. And the maximum supply is 100 billion. So if there was anybody who is confused by the total supply and the maximum supply difference, so the total supply is the overall quantity of the coins that have been issued, and this includes burned or lost unit. And the maximum supply is a limit that is hard-coded into the cryptocurrency. So neither the circulating supply or the total supply can ever exceed it. Now, one thing that I do think is quite interesting for XRP is that there are only 54 billion tokens that are currently circulating. So this means that the fully diluted XRP market cap is almost 2 times what the actual market cap is. So one of the things that I found out that was a little bit of a downside for any XRP holders that I've been holding long term in particular. So if we just quickly look at the chart here, so this is the 25th of November in 2020, and then obviously you can see here we're in December, and you can see it had like the dip here. So it didn't absolutely tank the price, and it did still go off to the races as it the bull run really got to its peak. But if you zoom out to all time, you can see that it was nowhere near its previous all-time high. Now, I'm not saying that every single cryptocurrency is going to hit its all-time high, but with a project such as Ripple Labs and what they're building, it should have done considerably better, in my opinion. But I could be totally wrong on that. There isn't any telling really of where it could have gone or how it could have done if it didn't have the SEC case hanging over it. But that is enough negative talk for today. We will look at the potential upsides of investing. So some of the positives of XRP, and I'm sure there is a huge amount, but it's not a project that I am overly familiar with myself. It's not one that I've ever invested in. But the XRP army, as I think they call themselves, are some of the most resilient people going. And as we all know, sentiment is a huge factor that drives prices up in crypto. This could be a huge positive for XRP. And I believe I read it somewhere else or seen it in another video, in 2018, CoinDesk had called them one of the most influential forces in crypto. So that's huge. Now, a loyal community can generate a ton of consistent buying pressure, and when they buy, you know that they're going to be holding it. So this is one of the major positives of XRP. But I think I did say in my previous video, we should not base investment decisions on sentiments alone. It's not the best indicator for a successful run. So another huge positive is that access to XRP is now greatly increased since the lawsuit first kicked off. Most exchanges had delisted XRP or made it very, very difficult to buy. But since the landmark win last year, I believe that most exchanges have now started to relist it, which has seen both a rise in its liquidity and volume. And the final point that I have on why XRP could still be a relatively good investment. Now, this would be only if it happens. I believe this is still very speculative. There's nothing being confirmed, but there is a potential XRP ETF in April of 2024. So I looked into this and what exactly it meant. So US-based asset management firms are expected to submit filings for an XRP ETF application with the SEC in April of 2024. And they are doing this with the aim of a possible launch before the end of the year. Now, apparently there's rumours, don't know how accurate it is, but that BlackRock is set to spearhead the ETF campaign. So I think that April is set to be a huge month for Ripple and XRP, and this is where we could potentially see the most growth for it, as it's expected in April to arrive at a settlement with the SEC. And I believe that one of the first things that they are set to do once they become more freed is to conduct their own IPO. So what are my overall thoughts on XRP? I'm not entirely sure if I am 100% sold on it. I think that what Ripple Labs are offering in terms of the money exchange system, and I do think that it is a strong business. It has a genuine real use case and they are super focused on compliance. I do believe as well that I read that they've just recently been approved by both Ireland and Dubai, which does show that they are making continued growth and they are making moves for 2024. Perhaps it's just one of these longer term holds that you would have rather than expecting any kind of radical movement from it. I do think that the XRP token is not used to its full potential by Ripple Labs. I know that to participate in the network, you do not have to own any XRP because they do allow for fiat currency to be used on it. So whilst this is great for the businesses and the enterprises that are using it, it isn't great for the growth of the coin. And I do think that this could explain kind of a lot of the stagnation in the price. But again, I'm not 100% sure in that analysis. Let me know what you think. I do think that overall, over the years, since their very successful 2018 bull run when they did do the 500x, they have had a huge upward battle, both XRP and Ripple Labs. They faced kind of hurdle after hurdle, but to give them credit, they have came out on top of all so far. So I would really love to know your opinion on XRP. It is one, as I said, I'm not very sure if I'm 100% sold on it. Maybe I just need to kind of look into it more, but let me know in the comments below if you think this is going to do well in the bull run, and I will see you next time.